Hey guys, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Yvonne. Today on the topic of twin flames, age difference. He's so much older, she's so much younger, she's so much older, he's so young. Whatever it is, I get you. It's probably not easy to be in a situation like this and you go, what the? How can we figure this out? Why on earth is it me who gets to have this huge age difference? And how can I handle it, right? How can I, why, first of all, and then is it okay? Or am I creepy by being with someone so young? Especially if you're a woman and you might be in your 50s or your 60s or you're in your 40s, doesn't even matter. But your twin flame, you met them and they're maybe still a teenager or early 20s or whatever it is. I get comments like this, by the way. That's why I'm making a video on the topic. And you're like, this is this legal? Like, is this okay? And I never looked for anyone younger. I never wanted anyone younger. And all of a sudden I have this young gal over here. He looks beautiful. He's a beauty in itself, but do I even have a right to be with him? Do I have a right to touch him? Do I have a right to claim him as my man? Or am I, breaking the law here? Or am I semi-strange? Or what's going on? So I totally get you. It's something that is challenging. And why is it challenging? It's challenging because it's not what we are used to seeing. More and more, yes, it starts to be happening. Older women with younger men starts to be as normal as older men with younger girls. By the way, I'm not just talking about older women with younger men. It can be whatever mixture, right? But I'm just taking that example as most of my viewers are women and they're around 50, 40, 50. And so it might apply to you. So yeah, it's okay to struggle with that. As I said, it's not normal yet. It starts happening, but it's one thing if it's, I don't even know, Madonna, is it? And she's on some beauty magazine on the cover and she's like, oh, I'm dating a 15-year-old and you're not going to say anything about it. That's one thing that's really cool, right? And she has like the approval of society because it's like, oh, it's Madonna, she does her thing. It's a bit crazy, but that's just her. And then it's another thing if it's like Mrs. John Doe from next door who's like, oh, I'm actually with that high school student down the street. I think he's my twin flame. What are you going to do, right? That's like less cool and probably less accepted by society. So yeah, that's probably my message. First of all, it's okay if you struggle with that. It's okay even if you're like highly spiritual and you're like, oh, I'm open-minded and I don't judge. I try to not judge others and I know that only love matters and all that, but still, like, I struggle with my own situation. I struggle that I'm so much older, and I have doubts. Like, is he really attracted to me? Am I too old? Am I too wrinkly? Does he like my skin still? Is it okay I walk less than him, or I'm less sporty, or even though I think mostly that's not even the case, because let's not forget, you are twin flames. You are one and the same energy. You are seeing eye to eye. So yeah, that's the point I want to make. It's first of all, as I said, you have to emancipate yourself from societal rules, from the image you had conveyed to you all your life. Basically, when you switch on the TV, what you see is couples where he's a bit older, he's a bit taller, he's a bit stronger, he has a bit more money, and there's that young little beautiful woman next to him. She might be smart nowadays, she might be sassy nowadays, but still is that young beautiful woman, right? Mostly. So you're programmed to think that's normal. And anything but that is weird or creepy or strange. So you're not immune to that. Even if you're spiritual, you're not immune because you have been growing up in this society. You went to kindergarten, you went to school, you went to maybe university, you learned a job, you have neighbors, you have parents, you have people giving their opinion every day. Like, you are a part of this society, and every cell of your body is programmed to think a certain way and to accept certain things as normal and other things not so much. So be understanding with yourself that you have to go through this process where you find peace with the situation, where you find peace with you being older or younger, whatever it might be, where you find peace with sort of falling outside the spectrum of normalcy. Is that the word? Where you're like an outcast a little bit, age-wise. You're like, oh, that couple, he looks like it's her son, but it's actually not. It's her twin flame? Okay, yeah, right. Right? You have to cope with that you're maybe not met with open arms by everyone. So yeah, it's okay to go through that. And then, as I said, for you, what's important to know is that it's not creepy and it's not strange. And yes, it happens often with twin flames, that there's a really big age gap. And we can ask ourselves, or you ask yourself, like, why? What is the purpose of that? And as you know, as you've probably heard, twin flames are about overcoming societal norms, are about proving that only love is real, are about proving that all that matters is love and nothing else, that love conquers all, and that these societal rules that we grew up with are just arbitrary. They're just, someone made them up somehow, probably for some, economic reason, for some financial stability that was given to the woman, whatever it is certainly not love-based. No one in their right mind who was thinking about, who had the thought that only love is important, made the rule that the man should be 2 years older and 5 centimeters taller. No one. So it's not love-based, those rules. It's just practical reason, organizational, economical, whatever it is. So you're overcoming that by having an age difference. You're showing to the world, hey, what matters is love. What matters is support. What matters is you feeling good with someone. Everything else is not important, doesn't matter. So just like there's many twin flames who have either different religions, right? Different countries, different skin color. It's a pity we still have to talk about skin color nowadays, but we do apparently. Different sexes, different genders, different, like, same gender, right? Whatever it is, like weird, what is considered by society as weird combinations that are gonna get, backlash from all around, not only from society. It's not only gonna be people, strangers, looking at you weird when you show up with your twin who could be your son technically, or with your twin who technically could be your niece, right? Not only from society you're gonna get looks, but also from your from family, from people close by. Like if you're Christian and you go out with a Muslim, like there's gonna be, oh my gosh, that's the end of the world, right? So it's not going to be easy. It's not easy. It's not something where you're like, oh yeah, I'm so happy to be a twin flame and I'm so happy we have different religions, or I'm so happy he's like, whatever, he lives in Germany and I live in Texas. Like, I'm so happy about that. It's not challenging at all. No, it's okay to, as I said, to move through these doubts and through these organizational things that come with it. But it is really to prove that love can overcome everything. So age is just like race. It's just race. I don't think you can still say that. But it's just like religion, as I said, educational differences, societal class, like social classes differences, every kind of difference. So age is just one of those. So you're asked, like, it's not a coincidence that you sort of chose that situation. It's because you can make a difference in your immediate surroundings, like with your family, with your closer community. You're being an example. Never forget that. Twin flames are setting an example of, hey, only love matters. They're pioneers in showing, look, let's emancipate ourselves from these stupid rules someone made up like a few centuries ago. Let's focus on really being with a person where you just feel aligned, that you share values, that you share how you look at life, what you expect from life, where you want to go in life, what you want to do, where you have a common calling, a mission, something you want to live, something you want to do to society, with humanity. Let's focus on that. Let's not lose our time over calculating what the age difference is between two people. And I want to share this too. The other day I saw an ad on TV and something clicked in me when I saw it. It was really, I'm going to describe to you what I saw because I really, really loved that ad and because it had an effect on me. And it's related to age difference also, but other differences too. So there was that one guy in the ad. They were like in a normal sort of room, right? In a living room situation. There was that one guy in his 40s, I would say, and he was like dressed up as a drag queen. So lots of makeup, artificial hair, like all the thing that goes with a drag queen, like the eccentric clothing and all that. So very skinny guy, quite young, quite like bony structure. So that was the guy. And then there was the second guy who was like a grandpa, like the basic like normal grandpa you can imagine, like 75 to 80, like a knitted sweater jumper, right? Gray hair, like little wrinkly, but very nice looking, very sympathetic looking. So the drag queen guy put an arm around the grandpa guy, and they both just looked at each other and looked at the camera. And then the text said, I don't even know what the product was, to be honest, but the text then said, the ad text said, just be with whoever you feel good with. And it touched my heart. It was just something opened in my heart because it was so beautiful. You know, I realized at that moment how programmed I was too. I'm not, as I said, you and me, we're not of this society, we are. And when I saw that ad, something opened up in my heart. It was like a freeing feeling. It was a feeling of freedom. It was like, oh wow. It's like when you like withdraw a chain you had around your hands or something and you didn't realize it was there, but the moment it gets taken off, you're like, oh my gosh, that's how good it can feel to have my hands free, for example. And that's how I felt. You know, it was like this, I can breathe again. This is amazing. Why? Yes, why wasn't it like that before? Like, we shouldn't question why. We should just be happy that it's changing. So you, as an age difference couple, as an age difference twin flame couple, you're contributing to that changing. And imagine we see this type of ads all around, all the time. Like when you walk through the city, you see ads of two totally random people being and forming a couple on an ad or in real society, on the train, wherever you go. It will become normal. You won't be like, oh my gosh, finally it's possible. It will be like, yes, I celebrate everyone being with whoever they feel good with. You know, hopefully they're twin flames. So yes, it's a journey. It's a process as a society to get there, you know. And we're on that process. We're doing that. Also gender-wise, right? We're not as narrow anymore. And skin color, religions, all these things I already named. So be proud of your age difference. Be proud and know you're not creepy. It's totally normal. And it's okay if you work through it. And you can do it. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to watch more videos, you'll find them wherever I put them. Check them out. If you want to work with me, get some help, you deserve it, reach out and I'll be happy to work with you. Sending much love, and we talk very soon. Bye, guys.